are you a fan of wars?
Not a fan
But
of wars.
but wars are something that is inevitable.
You know why there is so much bad things on earth?
Yes, because
Why?
people are creating
No.
new people.
No, the problem is sin.
We are about halfway through the second day in Vienna on Nimrod's European tour. Nimrod, how have the conversations been that you've had today?
All the conversations were quite positive and interesting. So even if people weren't convinced that antinatalism is right, even though some did, I think we did a positive. We did a good service to antinatalism, because most people, at least now, can feel that we have a valid argument, and that then they should at least think about it. And that's a start and a good start.
Colin, how has it been with your first round of antinatalist outreach coming to a close?
All in all, it was positive. I learned a lot, and it was also good for me to reflect the past conversations which I had. I realized that it's good for me to listen to Nimrod's conversations, because I found out that it still takes time for me to have the suitable arguments when people come up with pro-natalist arguments. Also, I realized that it's of course easier for me to speak in German about this topic. That's so great to talk in public with people about really profound topics. Yeah, it would be so great, and maybe I could suggest it in my hometown to create a space like this. Yeah, because this is also democracy. Yeah, that we can express our opinions in the public, and we can discuss it. We can share our opinions, and that's also one conclusion from this weekend. That I realized, okay, it's really cool, and I missed that. I tend to have more superficial conversations with people, and here it was possible all of a sudden. Yeah, with the right signs, you could go deeply into topic. Yeah, and that was great.
We won't give an opinion because we don't know.
Oh, this is a great reason to talk about it if you don't have an opinion. That's why we are here, to make people think and to make people, to try to cause people to doubt like conventional perceptions about.
Before we create an opinion, we would like to hear both of the sides. You know.
But you are hearing the other side all the time, because you are bombarded with pro-natalist messages all the time.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? We shouldn't be more people on Earth? Nobody should procreate?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Why?
And then
you nailed it.
Why is that?
The sign that is kind of flipped because of the wind says that procreation is selfish.
Why is that?
The reason that procreation is necessarily selfish, by the way, I didn't have enough room in the sign, is because we can't do something for someone who doesn't exist, right? We can't do something for someone who, before that someone was created.
Okay.
So everyone who creates a new person, and literally create a new person that wasn't there before in any way.
Creating this person, the people or God?
Yeah, no.
I am creative. If I
People,
get pregnant, I create it.
Yeah, of course.
And how? No, I don't think so.
You think God?
God creates. God decides.
Having children is the purpose of humanity.
Yeah.
You can't stop people from having children.
So
These are two different arguments. You think that it's that your second argument was that it's unpractical, that I won't be able to convince all people, right? And we can argue about that. However, and by the way, that relates to the first thing I told them, that they told me I want to hear the other side, and I want to learn a little bit about the topic before I'm deciding. And this is exactly what we are doing. We are trying to make people think about it and doubt it, and because people don't even think that they should think before they are creating new children.
Okay, but so why?
Because
people should,
what
what happens
yes,
if we don't procreate anymore?
There
What
will
would happen?
The end.
Slaves. That's the
What
The
happens then?
outcome,
Yeah.
the end point, this is not the goal, but the outcome, the practical outcome would be that there will be no more people. And I don't think
No more people.
there will be no more people. Yeah, if
People in the earth. No people.
yeah, if no one will procreate, of course there will be no people.
Why
Yeah,
would you
and
want
that would be good.
Why would
I'm not saying it will be good. I'm saying it's not bad. And I want to explain because this is not a sophisticated argument. I'm not trying to be smart, really. The thing is that if there will be no more humans, who will be harmed by that? Because there will be no more humans that will miss the fact that there are no more humans anymore, right? So how is it bad?
Absolutely bad.
You think that are you regretting the fact that there are no people on Mars right now? Do you think it's a tragedy?
There
People on
cannot
Mars.
be people on Mars.
Look, that's not my question. Do you think it's a tragedy? Do you wish that there were people in Mars?
If
I don't.
Mars-
Exactly.
No.
Do you think that?
No, I
Sorry.
said
Okay.
if Mars would be like this, I think it would be a very sad.
No, but right now, do you
Right
think?
now,
Do
there
you
are no
get up in the
conditions.
morning and you're saying, I wish there were people on Mars? I'm sure you're not.
I couldn't show you that all of these guys with me are happy now, so like
Right.
we're enjoying living.
Okay.
Enjoy
Well,
living.
our advice, our practical advice is not that you should kill yourself. Obviously, this is not a suicide cult. You may keep enjoying your life, and the only thing I think people who are happy should do is try not to harm others while they are having the time of their life. So keep enjoying your life. Be free to do that. My problem is when you are deciding to create someone else who is not you. You may decide for yourselves to take risks, to gamble on your welfare and happiness, and to do whatever you want as long as you are not harming others. However, when you are creating someone else, again, you are responsible. You may be responsible for harming others, right? So this is my problem. The fact that you enjoy your life, it's.
I think that people who don't want to be born, they thought about it already after they're being born. So
necessarily,
had to
there
be
is no
born.
other option. You can't
Yeah.
think about your existence before you exist,
Obviously.
because there is no you.
So
I can only contemplate about my existence and my life after I was existed. And by the way, this is part of the problem because I haven't chosen anything in my life, including the person I am. I haven't chosen my parents, my siblings, my physical traits, my psychological traits, where to be born, society, culture, economy, nothing. Everything was imposed on me. I think this is unfair. Are you regretting the fact that there were no humans 1.5 million years ago?
Because the Earth was not made like this 1 million.
We believe.
So
in
you
the
think that
Bible.
everything that happened so far? Are you a fan of wars?
Not a fan
But
of wars.
but wars are something that is inevitable.
You know why there is so much bad things on earth?
Yes, because
Why?
people are creating new people.
No, the thing is, the problem is sin.
It's sin.
God.
Yeah.
In the beginning, He
Yeah.
created the earth, He created Adam and Eve,
Yeah.
the first people, and they sinned. And so sin came into the world.
You know they.
This is
Yeah.
the reason why we suffer, why there is harm, why there are wars, why there's everything. That's the problem.
I'm
We are the
curious.
problem
How can
because
two
it's
intelligent people like you can seriously believe in this
Because it's-
perception? This is so weird. It makes no sense
No, it's
to think that the world was designed for you. Why do you think so?
Because-
Do you know that cats and mouse are sure that the world was designed for them? And probably this
I
bird
don't think
is
they
sure
have-
that the
don't
world
think
was
they have
designed for.
such thoughts.
Of course they have.
No.
Why not?
Because
They're-
we
they're-
are the only creature that have the power, or we are able to choose. I want to kill someone, or I want to cherish someone.
so why do you choose
are
to
the-
kill others?
I don't kill.
You said you are eating meat.
Yeah,
I,
that's
I,
not
I,
killing.
I'm vegan for more than 20 years. I'm choosing not to kill other animals.
How we think
You like
that the
avocados?
Earth-
Yes,
And
And
how the
how do
avocados
you
come
do
here?
it?
They come with a plane.
yes.
Destroy the.
Yes,
Let's say
that's a
fly
good point, you know. That's a very good point. No, I'm serious, that's a good point. I think that I'm causing harm to other animals as well.
And you should
And
also not
despite,
eat anymore.
just a second, despite that I'm vegan and I'm very environmentally aware. And the point is, this is exactly a reason why we shouldn't procreate. Because we can't not harm others, even if we are eating avocados. Exactly because they are flown here by planes. We can't not harm. I have to wash my clothes.
Yeah.
I have to buy clothes every once in a while. I'm trying to do it I'm trying to live a minimal lifestyle. But it's inevitable that it will harm others. My friend always gives the example of if you enter like a coffee shop, and we think that it's really weird and morally wrong, to shove the person in front of the counter and said, "This guy will have a latte," right? because we should make this decision for another person, right? But, and this is, we all agree that this is wrong. And this is only choosing a coffee in 1 minute of someone's life. How about,
sorry, I've taken your picture. I was waiting for you to stop, but
yeah, you have a question or
we
something?
agree.
Oh, right.
We're
Right.
married for 26 years and we
Right.
made the decision not to have children.
That's great to hear.
So that's the reason why I took a picture without a profile.
No problem.
Trying to spread the same message.
Great. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Mostly doesn't go down well with people who just married. They don't want to hear us.
Yeah. But
we're
it's important to talk about it, yeah.
Yeah, we're happy for nearly 3 decades now together.
Yeah,
And you don't need a third person to make you happy,
that's great to hear. Yeah.
right? I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm happy to. I'm not a miserable person, I'm not depressed. Thank
Agree
you.
with you.
Thank you very much for saying
Just
that.
to let you know, I don't know how it makes you feel, but there is a group in a city in India called Bangalore, where it's a group, activist group
Yeah.
that
Yeah, stop
believe
having
in
kids.
this. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I know them, yeah.
And they
are great.
met with a lot of resistance,
Yeah, of course.
right?
Right.
Good meeting with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
But for
Yeah, sorry.
most of the people, being born is like the best thing that happened to them. Because
can be-
they
sorry.
started
Yeah.
their life.
No, but it can't be the best thing that happened to them or the worst thing that happened to them. Oh, sorry. Because what I'm trying to say is that it's not something that happened to them, that they were created. Because before they were created, they were not them. When we are creating a person, we are literally creating someone. We are not taking them from one place to another. We're not moving an existing person, someone who already exists, from one place which is bad to another place which is good, as you are suggesting, right? We are creating them, so we're not giving them anything. We can't give something to someone who doesn't exist, because there is no someone that we can give something to it. If you believe in the afterlife, I think it's even worse to create another person, because think about it. If the person you will create will end up in hell, not only that you are causing that person to suffer in this life, you are actually causing an eternal suffering.
I'm sorry that God
This is
didn't give
even
me
more.
10 kids that I can take it, all of them with me in heaven. That's very sorry.
No, I'm not talking about you personally. Think about everyone who thinks that or believes in the afterlife, or believes in heaven and hell, is doing even worse. It's even worse than atheists, because they are taking the risk, and they are taking a risk on someone else, not on their own life, that their child will end up in an eternal torture, will end up in hell for eternity. This is very cruel.
The very sad thing, you say you're an atheist, but you involve yourself more not to believe, which is also believing, not to believe.
They'll believe in something,
Then
right?
Of course. I think
Believe in
I don't
God.
think I'm not a nihilist. I don't think that life is meaningless. Of course, no.
Believe more in not believing, and you put more stress and more power into not believing that God exists. When you
No, it's yeah, sorry.
It's creation
what He
around you.
created.
No, but
He
but
created you.
think about my first argument. I didn't. My argument wasn't an atheist argument. I didn't say that God doesn't exist
No,
or
you
no.
said
I said
you
God
are
is cruel.
atheist.
No, I'm an atheist. No,
didn't
I'm an
say-
atheist.
yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying that
That's fine.
I didn't try to convince you that God doesn't exist. I tried to convince you that God is cruel, because the nature that He created, according to your perception, is very cruel. It's full of violence.
I think about it like going to the gym. I think
Improving yourself, you know?
like I think everyone should try it because it's a new experience, and if you don't like it, you can.
Right. But would you force someone to go to the gym? That's the difference. You have. Yeah.
I
Sorry.
think most people should, because it's
You think
a
most
new
people should, but
experience.
would you force someone to go to the gym? That's the
But
difference.
they can
When you
pick
create
another
someone, you are forcing someone into existence. Maybe they wouldn't like the experience. Maybe they wouldn't like to go to the gym. If someone will tell you, I really hate working out. I hate the gym. I don't want to go to the gym anymore. I'm sure you will tell him, okay, don't go to the gym anymore.
But
I can't force you to do it,
This
right?
person can pick another hobby to do, like another activity. For
Yeah.
example,
No, again,
running or
choose any habit you think of. I'm pretty sure that both of you will agree with me that we shouldn't force anyone to do any activity and any habit, right? We shouldn't force anything on other people.
But is it forcing when
Even if they will-
can leave at any time?
Sorry?
Is it
Again?
forcing when they can leave at any time?
I don't think I understand the question. Try to
It's not
rephrase.
forcing when they can leave at any time.
Okay, I get it. But don't you think it's a very cruel solution to create someone And think about it, that if they will decide to end their life, to commit suicide, they must be so miserable because it's very hard to commit suicide. It's not available. It's not technically available. We are biologically structured not to kill ourselves, and a very strong point: we will hurt everyone who loves us. So it's a very cruel option. It's a trap. It's not a solution. It's a trap to force someone into existence, and they say, okay, you can always kill yourself, but it's not that easy. Again, technically, emotionally, biologically, and you will harm many other people. It's not very easy. And if people will, their suicide attempt will not go well, they will end up in an even worse situation. Think about someone, I don't know, jump from a roof or something like that and don't kill themselves. And then they have to live with whatever consequences that this jump caused them. This is terrible. I wouldn't want to put someone in a place that the only way to stop their existence is killing themselves. And again, and we are putting someone else in that position only because we wanted to have a child, because we want to procreate. I think it's really morally wrong to do something to someone else, and that their exit option is very cruel and maybe very brutal, you know, and only for our sake. So if people really want to be parents, they can adopt. Someone who was already put in harm's place and it was already decided that they will exist by other people, and then you can experience parenthood without creating a new person, without doing the morally wrong thing. They're already here, so why not help them have the best life that you can possibly provide them, right? If, I don't know, it's not optional or you don't want to adopt, I think the right thing to do is not to force this situation on another person.
No worries, we are not planning.
Ah, great.
I'm
Nice to hear.
an old-timer antinatalist, so...
Oh, you're an antinatalist.
Yeah.
You are the third person who knows what antinatalism is. And this is very surprising. Yeah, because one of the reasons that we are doing this outreach event about antinatalism is because people don't even know what antinatalism is. Well, obviously people know what child-free is, you know, like choosing not to create new people, but not many people know what antinatalism is, and I'm very surprised. It's a nice surprise that you are the third person who knows what the term is, so great.